Using warfare rules, you guys are gonna have armies. Don't worry, warfare rules, they look hard at first, but once you get a feel for them, they're easy as hell. Just a little more flavor. But welcome everybody to the Gamingbrew channel, where we love and play all things Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight is Rise of Harlock, lucky number 13. If this is your first time here, we stream every Monday, Thursday, Saturday at 7 o'clock Eastern. We also make 5th edition content so you can improve your own games. The undead, or the wizard that controls zombies as bodyguards, has been downloaded over 150 times as of right now. So if you haven't grabbed it yet, download that new subclass for the wizard. The spell came out today, which is, I think it's pretty cool. It's called Sanguine Bless, which is where you cut your palm, you touch an ally, and you give them basically the effects of Bless as spells, and you increase the DC of their cast. So it's a little evil sanguine stuff. And the Scarlet Walker comes out this week, so that's gonna be cool.
So ready for that.
Scarlet Walker. If you're interested in downloading all the stuff we have, you can check out below. Jump into the content vault. I think we took Harafer's powers, made him unkillable. Yeah, that was a good episode. If you haven't seen the last episode for Dying Embers, that was a crazy fight. I need to get that stat block out. I was going to share the boss stats. I need to do that. A lot of content. So if this is your first time here, hit that follow button. If you're catching up on YouTube, subscribe to us as we're putting out a ton of content. Being on quarantine. Before we lose any more time, let's get into tonight's episode of Rise of Harlock. Oh, Grizzly Gears, 5 months Switch Prime. Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing it. Sexy emotes continue. Rizzo's granting inspiration to Silas. Let's make a note. If you want to help out these guys in the fight, grant inspiration stuff is down below. So Silas, you have inspiration. Rizzo passing out one to Yuska. Yuska now has inspiration from Rizzo.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Looking at Sylvia, don't so far.
Yuska, Silas, and Ikanik all have inspiration right now.
Oh fuck! Why can't I open up my character sheet? Roll 20. What you doing to me right now?
Kia buddies. Make sure I didn't break it. Oh, I have to let me remove Ikanik from using your character sheet now too. So she was controlling you last week or last game.
Oh god.
It was mostly just movements.
I don't think there's any combat last game.
No.
So last game, you all made it back to the fort, and after some quick discussions with Silas and the whale, you were able to collect the elven veterans from the Sightless Seer to join the army. You made it back to Nova Vaasi, where you found out that they had just put up the decree, and you watched the burgomaster put up the decree for taxation. The Vita calling is on the 12th, which is when the Nephrostrad Empire sends their tax collectors to take the living to be bled dry. Rizzo gives inspiration to Lucan. Just making notes. All right, everyone's going in with inspiration.
I'll just last for one.
Silas, you made your way over to the Hanged Ones, where you cut a deal with the Hanged Ones to join the army, for being allowed to stay in the city and be able to continue to worship Vilterel. And then you guys went into the alchemist Zautek Sanguis in the basement, where Lucan and Sylvia both signed contracts. Sylvia, your contract was to have this giant Balrog's heart. Sylvia, inspiration. All right, I got them all. Everyone has inspiration. Sylvia, you signed the contract to have this magic item put in your chest when you were ready. This giant Balrog heart, known as the Heart of Damned Intervention. provides a lot of good and some bad. And you know you have to go through a very painful surgery to have it placed inside you. And then Lucan, you signed a contract with Zautek to have him try to poison the captain of the guard, Captain Leandro, with the same poison that Silvery made from before. Ikanik, you scouted out under the Fernand's manor. You found a way to get quick access through the cave system by his waterway. And as you were scouting out, you saw some strange reptile-like creature dive under the water inside the cavern. So with a full army at your disposal and a week of downtime, Ghosty ones, what would you like to do?
Well, I believe Yusuke's the only one who hasn't done something, so maybe we should get him to do his week first.
That'd be great.
I'll just keep mine simple. Yusuke would have just been going around healing people, singing Kavwa's praises in taverns and such, because he's absolutely enthralled with the fact that he probably met Kavwa. And if there was a chance to find like a druid circle or something like that, he would have been looking for other druids.
Make a... It wasn't Kavwa.
Says the warlock to not Resmir.
Oh my lord. Is Resmir alright? You just ran into some frog dude with magic powers. There's at least two.
So looking around the Nova Vaasi for the week, trying to scout out some druid help. And like asking around some of the commoners and some of the humans that live on the side. The only known druids are the ones that live in the Brimai Timbers. No one can give you like an exact area of where they are, but make an investigation check. 13.
Not Yusuke's strong suit, but I'll take it.
Most people here in Nova Vaasi they talk about how they avoid going into the Brimai Timbers because the druids are very hostile to anyone that wears any sort of man-made equipment. They've learned to stay away. And there is some whispers, though you're not sure if they're just fearful or if it's actually true, but a couple of people are like very scared of the Timbers, and they talk about how they don't even ask questions. These strange druids, they take and they use whoever they take from the main roads as sacrifices for whatever deity or whatever purpose that they have. But most people seem to be pretty terrified of going there.
Yusuke would have avoided going there without the rest of the party. So.
But you have about a week. Actually, it's a week to the day of the tax collectors and the Viticulling. You have your armies positioned a days out to the north and to the west. And you all have assembled together after a long rest in the Howling Hound.
And this is day 4, correct?
So is this the day before?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Oh, this is like the morning of the week before. So you're like the morning of 7 days until.
Oh, okay.
I recall Noala's said she would join us. Yeah, so Yusuke knows that because Yusuke talked to Noala at the inn. And they each decided on a truce.
All right, so Ghosty ones, you guys are the morning of whatever you'd like to do for the day, whatever strategies you'd like to partake, whenever you want to call in your war.
That's my surgery, so I teleport because I gotta go somewhere. Me and Lucan will be back as soon as we can.
And where is it that you plan on taking me? Don't we have a war to prepare for?
We do, but trust me, this will help. I just need your assistance for the day.
Very well, as long as we can start this fight sooner than later, that shouldn't be a problem.
You got a little robot, but it's not as bad now.
Yeah, my Twitch isn't working, so I just close it. Should help. Okay, well, if nobody else has anything to say, I'm just gonna take Lucan and go, and then explain what we're doing on my way there.
All right. So Lucan and Sylvia, you two exit the Howling Hound. Stepping outside, as the two of you emerge, it's an overcast, it's a little dark, and it's just like before, except now it's almost intensifying a bit as the amount of guards, Sanguis Guard, is out and about, roaming the streets. You can see that they cluster around the entrances and exits of the city to the south, close to where the Howling Hound exits. And most of the humans now have stayed off the main roads and are hiding in their homes. So it's almost a bare street as the two of you begin to walk towards the alchemist's hidden cellar.
Sylvia, are you sure this is the right course of action? We don't know what this thing does.
Pretty good idea. It's really gonna think awesome.
So I'm gonna kill Sylvia because she's a robot and she's replaced my friend.
Did you get that said at least?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
There's about
sorry.
2 words in there.
Yes, I believe this is the right thing to do. We need this to help us in this fight that we're about to do.
Alright, just remember, if you make too many sacrifices, you might not be left.
But we need this to succeed for our mission to keep going.
Alright, well, you're the one getting the incision, not me, so it's your choice, not mine.
Just don't let me die, okay?
Well, if there's one thing that Razmir and I can do, it's make sure you don't die. At least at the table. In the fight to come, I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee that.
Thank you. For a human, you're not half bad.
Lucan will smirk at that. That's the most, pleasantry he's had with basically anybody except for Ikanik, so...
So as Lucan and Sylvia walk towards the alchemist, does Yusuke, Ikanik, and Silas want to do anything before they do their insane surgery?
Ikanik would, of course, see if Yusuke wanted to join, but she wants to go find a leather or hide worker in town, and if not, then she would look for a trapper.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty easy to find someone that makes leather armors, leather works.
She would try to buy enough pieces to cover each side of Vincent, just like plain leather. Probably a piece for his head, and she would want to do the whole cutting up, so. Crafting it.
So you just want to buy the leather pieces and then you craft it yourself?
Yeah, she would first ask if the shopkeeper could make it for an ox. He has any pieces available.
Let me find the price for you to make sure I give you a good price.
Oh fuck! How much money do we have, Yuska? She has no money.
We don't have a lot of money, but
We're gonna pay in acorns.
Plant the sunflower in an acorn.
Nobody. Oh god.
Be surprised at how many different sizes of things they have to buy.
They're planning for this. Things cost money.
So you approach this leather worker. He's just an older male human, and he has two boys that run around the back, and he has different types of hide all stretched out. Hide for an oxen.
Yep.
I would need to do measurements to get an exact fit, but I could probably make you some hide armor to cover an oxen's sides and give him a covering for his head for 5 silver.
Oh, well, 5 silver. She would look at Yuska.
Well, they said they don't like people having silver in the city. I'll just give him a gold. Is this enough, sir?
Oh, this is plenty. Do you want to bring your oxen here so I can get a look at him?
Well, he doesn't really like strangers. Do you mind if we stay with him, or maybe me?
Yeah, if you want to bring him here and you can watch as I get a set up, that's mighty fine.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back.
So you're going to get Vincent, bringing him here?
Yeah.
All right. So it's going to take this guy 4 to 5 hours once you bring Vincent over, as he kind of sizes him up and he begins cutting, stitching, and sewing.
Okay.
It doesn't,
Armor.
the leather doesn't like fit him around the stomach. It's more of like it hangs down a little bit towards his, what you would assume are his knees.
Yeah.
Like it hangs off of him like a tapestry almost, and then it's a pretty good fitting mask for the most part.
Okay.
But it does provide some protection. Roll a animal handling check for me to see if Vincent enjoys this, or if he's like freaked out that he's being clothed.
Would I be able to use my primeval awareness?
Yeah.
Um,
Is that where you like give him like kind of you communicate
so
ideas?
You have innate ability to communicate with beasts. Do I just do it? I
Yeah.
can roll.
So what do you want to tell him?
I want to let him know that he needs this to survive in battle. And it's going to be great, because we all have armor, and armor is pretty important. In a very simple way. Hopefully Yuska's behind her, translating all of this.
I didn't prepare speak with animals.
No!
I have my spell set up for the thing to
Combat.
come. Yeah, for combat. But I'll say that I'm assuming we're resting beforehand, so I'll say that I swapped something out.
No, that's metagaming, bro.
Vincent looks a little. He understands that you're talking about combat, and he knows what battle means. He looks a little nervous now and scared. So while this older man is like fixing the leather straps around his stomach and cutting out everything, you can see Vincent kind of shaking a bit as he stands there being measured. Like he's trying to stand proud, but he's nervous because he thinks he's going to be fighting.
You can equally like pat Vincent's leg, like sort of pet him. It's like, it's okay, we'll just it will be fine. If you don't want to go in the battle, you can just walk away, and we'll come get you later. Maybe.
He starts to walk as the man is trying to cut the leather.
No.
He starts to
Not
walk
right
off.
No, Vincent, come back.
Yuska will hand him a ration. The rations that he's had, it is only given to Vincent.
Eats the rest of the rations as the armor comes out. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The older man hands you a bucket of like different types of paints. Is because you gave a gold. If you want to add your battle standard to the side of your steed or your oxen, feel free to do so. But he's ready to go.
Yuska, what's our symbol?
I don't know, little buddy.
I don't know.
We should probably talk to Sylvia about that if we want to add it.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah. We'll just take the paints and Vincent and go back. Can we just take the paints? Can we just like walk off?
Yeah, he gave it to you because you gave him so much money. It's like a little extra gift.
Good. Okay.
As the two of you walk back, Lucan and Sylvia, you've arrived at Zaltek's lair. And as you walk inside the same strange arcane-filled library, Zaltek leans forward as he does with his long, extended fingers and just shh, shh, shh. Oh, good, you have returned.
Yes. The battle commences as possible.
You're robot bad.
The battle commences tomorrow, so we can do as fast as possible.
So you want to have the surgery. You want this Balrog's heart put in your chest. He also looks to the side there, and there's a small wooden crate. I was able to procure some healing potions for you and your friends.
In handy.
Hey, Gallico. And he turns towards Lucan. And you're here for moral support?
In a way, yes. Also to make sure that she does not die. We will need her, by the sounds of it.
As you guys are talking, the huge glass canister that holds this Balrog's heart just is throbbing on this dude's desk. But he seems to pay no mind. Well, you have both signed your contracts. Both have been put into motion. And I will make sure that I get what is mine. But if you're ready, Sylvia, as he's frozen.
Can you guys hear me at least?
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Your Discord's coming back.
Yeah, my roll-20 just came back.
If you're ready to commence, just lay down here and we will continue.
I'll lay on the table.
So as you lay on the table, he cuts open a part of your chest. He like removes part of your armor. And Lucan, you finally get a good look at Sylvia without all of her coverings. She's corpse-like, very grayish white skin, almost ashen and dust to the touch. She looks extremely skinny and malnourished. And Zaltek stops for a second. This will be a little more difficult than I originally thought. But no matter. He pulls out this ornate, it looks like a mithril blade. He holds it and he holds it over her and he starts to like talk himself through the incisions he's going to make. Then he removes the glass from the top of his heart, and as he removes it, you guys are blasted by this wave of just intense heat coming off of this heart. And Zaltek looks to Lucan, and as he turns towards Sylvia, drives the dagger into her chest and he rips it up across her sternum. And it's almost like a flash. You hear a rib cage is being broken as he snaps her rib cages open, just and he reaches in, and there's this plume of dust and smoke that erupts from Sylvia's chest as it pops up, and she faints from the pain. Now she's laying exhausted, just unconscious on the table. He pulls out her withered, it's a withered small black heart, and he just tosses it over his shoulder on the side. And he picks up this huge Balrog card that's almost the size of her entire sternum, and he stuffs it into her. And as he stuffs it, these shackles, these chains erupt from the heart. You see it start to like weave itself onto the organs and up on the lungs, and it starts to wrap around her. And then she's completely encased, and she's nothing but chains across this table. And as more chains start to spin and wrap around Sylvia, the heat is just almost unbearable, and you have to shield your eyes a bit as it just is radiating off of her. Sylvia, roll a 15d6. If he's still here.
Actually died.
I'm gonna roll for him. So Sylvia takes 59 points of damage.
Christ.
That's a lot of 5s and 6s.
So as the heart melds and attunes to Sylvia, it kills him instantly, and his body starts to catch on fire. And Zoltek looks over to Lucan, and he grabs a blanket and he throws it over him. He starts to pat out the flames as Sylvia's body is burning from this.
While Zoltek is doing that, I'm gonna grab Sylvia's forearm, and I'm gonna use some of my healing light to try and ease some of the pain at least.
Okay. Sylvia, you heal. Lucan, you take 2 points of fire damage. When you reach down to grab his forearm, it's like part forearm, part chain, intense flames, intense fire. And there's a flash of light, and you see Sylvia's eyes open, and he coughs up, and as he coughs, it's like filled. It's not just ash this time. It's like it's like a little bit of smoke, like black smoke emerges from his throat. And
Are you alive?
6 health. So you're laying on the table. This giant Balrog's heart has been attuned to your chest.
There we go.
He just healed you for 6, so Lucan just brought you up with 6 health.
Cool, thank you.
You have this enormous scar that runs down the center of your chest all the way down to your navel. And as the healing hits you, the chains all recede into your body at once. It's like, and it jolts you up, and you arch your back off the table, and he gives one loud just, and then you feel fine. It's almost like the pain is gone instantly. You're still low from your health points, but that agony that you felt that knocked you unconscious from the pain is gone. You just have this, so you just have this like this burning, intense rage. Everything that's ever happened to you, anyone that's ever hurt you, or those that you party with, your companions, just fills you with this intense fury to just dominate, to avenge by any means.
Thank you for that, Lucan. Now let's go kill every single last one of them.
Well, I'll take it was a success then. You seem a lot more spry than I was expecting. Honestly, not surprised that once you tore your heart out, you didn't just flow away in the wind. Are you good enough to stand?
Yeah, I think so. It might wobble a little bit. If you could keep me afloat, that'd be awesome.
Well, I'll do what you can. I'll do what I can, but you're warm to the touch still. I don't want you burning me again.
I don't imagine that's going to change anytime soon. So I hope I don't burn.
Well, hopefully not. And I'll outstretch my arm.
He's warm, but it doesn't burn. He now has resistance to all fire damage. He can cast Hellish Rebuke at level 2 at will. And you have the Channel Damnation, which is where you target something within 30 feet. And the chains fly out, grapple onto it. You're also cursed. You cannot remove this attunement item unless you have unless it's purified or destroyed by a powerful celestial or deity. You're evil. And whenever anyone is within 50 feet of you, they cannot speak to any deity, any god.
Alright, let's do this.
That means in the sense of me trying to talk to Resmir, I can still use my
Yeah, you can still cast.
abilities granted by?
Yeah, you can still cast spells. But like when Yusuke goes to like plant his seeds in the morning, if he's close to Sylvia, it won't work. Or like if you call out to Resmir, or if Ikanik wants to hear the angelic choir, none of that will come through.
But they don't know that, right?
No.
I have a strange feeling we'll find out pretty fast.
I mean, fair, but I just want to be sure about that. I don't want you guys to blame me.
Don't forget your box. He points to the small wooden crate.
I'll walk over and take the box.
Inside you see 5 glass vials full of a reddish liquid. One of the vials is bigger than the other 4. Yeah, you're a pretty learned man. You know that there'd be 4 healing potions and 1 greater healing potion.
So 4 greater, sorry, and 1 healing?
4 healing, and then the bigger one is a greater healing. Yeah.
We should hurry back now, Lucan, so we can disperse those to our companions and get ready to fight tomorrow.
Alright, we'll also need to get everyone else mobile.
It's not tomorrow, right? It's like next week.
No, we want to do it earlier, because in 7 days is when the actual, like, party coming to collect people are coming. So there'll probably be another fight in 7 days.
Okay.
As the 2 of you are walking back, Sylvia, you're still pretty hurt. And Lucan's helping to carry you, and he has the wooden crate under his arm. You see Ikanik and Yusuke walking back with a armored Vincent.
Eek's riding Vincent.
I just say to Eek, I want to see you ride that in a battle.
Well, Vincent doesn't really want to fight. So.
Looks like- Sorry, go ahead.
Did you ask whoever made that armor what kind of hide it was made out of?
No, but I probably could tell. I'm a pretty avid hunter myself.
Is it possible that he's wearing one of his own? Because that seems quite morbid to me.
Could I examine
and
the
might have
leather?
possibly been an oversight.
Do I have to roll investigation or something else?
They try to figure out like what kind of leather it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast healing word on. Didn't roll the heal. All right, whatever. On to Sylvia.
Thank you.
It looks more like horse than
Okay.
ox.
No, I don't think this is made out of, ox. I think it's fine. Pretty sure.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Out of curiosity, why did you get him hide armor if you don't plan on him being in combat?
Well, I didn't plan on him not being in combat before the armor. But during the armor's wearing, Vincent wasn't too keen. You're right.
Alright, fair enough.
Do we have a symbol, guys? Like, Sylvia, do you know what our symbol?
I've never really thought of it.
A little bit of ash and smoke comes out of his mouth when he speaks. When she speaks.
Well,
Maybe it should be like the Harlock sigil, but wreathed in flames to symbolize that we're like burning it down.
I feel like the flames is a little bit of an overkill. If anything, they might imply that we have more of an aggressive intent with the Nevermore expanse if our flag is just fire on the old flag.
Fair. What if it's the Harlock sigil with just like an X through?
Why does it have to be the Harlock sigil?
Perhaps we think about maybe something a little bit more common, like some form of Resmir's lantern, perhaps with like fog being cleared from its light. Something along the lines of hope instead of death.
Well,
We could always do both.
well. Where's Silas?
I don't know.
I assumed he was with you.
Who are
I
you,
thought-
Silas?
Did you?
You want to tell him where you are?
No, I'm just sitting in the hotel. There's an inn right now.
I think we're headed back there.
He's just talking to a sickle.
Maybe.
Release me, damn you!
Man, our party's gotten messed up so fast.
So bad, man.
There's contracts and
I love
evil
it.
weapons and all kinds. Yeah.
Armored ox.
So it'll be
Poor Yuska is like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
it'll be you four walking in. Silas is in the inn.
Ekanik would run up to Silas. Silas!
Yes.
Do we have a symbol?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, I think we need to come up with a symbol to put on Vincent. So we should all sit down and talk about it. What if we just put like a ghost on? Because people keep calling us Ghosty.
That's a good point. We should do that.
I don't know how to draw a ghost because you can't see ghosts. So then it's blank.
Picture
Well,
like
I
Mario.
don't,
The ghost
I don't
covers
know what
them.
ghosts look like, but I know when I was a kid back in my hometown, we used to drape blankets with holes punched out for eyes, and we chase each other. Perhaps something like that. Maybe that's a bit too adolescent, I'm not sure, but that's the only way I can think of a ghost.
Okay. Yeah. Who wants to draw?
I'm terrible at drawing, so
I think
I'm
my
a
fingers are
spreader
too
of
short.
faith, not an artist. I won't be very good at that, unfortunately.
Silas, are you good at painting?
No one else.
Well, little buddy, I can't say that I've ever tried my hand, but I guess maybe I could try.
That'd be good.
at this time I'm gonna ask Yiska to send a message to the army and the Werets.
He's painting, bitch. Calm down.
just before he starts painting.
I can only send one message a day with this wand, safely. But if we rest early, I can send a message to the were-rats before everything starts.
Don't you have send as well?
Yeah, it costs 3 charges. The wand only has 6 at a time. And if I burn all 6, there's a chance that we lose the wand. So I can only do 1 a day.
I thought you were slot a spell. That's my bad. Well, let's at least do the army, because that's the bigger force.
I don't believe druids get sending innately. No.
Alright, well, while you guys design Virgil's sigil, I will go talk to Giles over here and make sure that
Vincent,
the people within the city is that
Virgil is
whatever
No.
the
With
taste of the
Zuri,
week is.
I think we
you will
talked
design.
about this, Lucan.
You procure Vincent's sigil, and I will make sure that the army is ready for tomorrow. The people within the city, that is.
Sensitive subject.
I'm gonna go talk with the girls as well.
And I'll keep Echo, like, right next to Ikanik.
Ew.
Yuska will go to our regular table and start humming some nice little
You have
just
to
songs
paint.
to himself. And he'll
Go
start
paint.
that's what I'm
You're
doing.
gonna paint on Vincent. You're gonna just paint on the table?
Well, no, I thought we
We
had
had to
like
do a rough
leather-
draft first.
I didn't
Oh.
expect that.
Oh no, if the armor's on Vincent, then I'll go out to Vincent and I'll do it there.
Yeah, we can't take it off now.
Okay. I thought we had the stuff with it. All right, well wherever it is, I'm gonna go to that and then paint attempt to paint.
I mean, you can take it off if you want to. It takes a little bit of doing. But you-
No, I'll if it's on Vincent, I'll just paint on Vincent. I'll give him another ration while I do it.
Ika's gonna do some more marks on his face around the mask. This is gonna be great.
Make a dexterity check, Ikanik.
Oh god. Why?
I really hope Vincent doesn't die tomorrow.
But
I
anyway,
really hope someone does fan art of that.
while Yuska is painting, he's gonna sing songs to try to get Kavwa's blessing to make this not look like
They're
trash.
so cute.
make it
Animals painting animals.
make a dexterity check, Yuska.
Are we gonna get kicked?
So on the front, Ikanik, Yuska's on the side, so you can't see what he's painting. But you're
Mhm.
you're painting Vincent. Give him some more paint on his face.
Yep.
He's very relaxed, very trusting of the two of you, and he had rations, so he's feeling pretty good. But he looks the painting that you do on the front looks pretty good. And then you lean
Yeah.
over and you look at Yuska's painting, and you're not sure what he's putting on the side of it.
He's probably never seen a bed sheet over somebody with holes punched out, so that's okay.
There's a big circle, and then there's a couple smaller circles. Looks almost
Need
like
someone
a
to
happy
draw
man's
this.
face on the side of it.
What do you think, little buddy? I think it
Um,
looks okay, I guess.
Did Logan say anything about it having a mouth? Ghosts have mouths.
Do ghosts have mouths?
I don't know. Never seen it.
I'll add another circle for the mouth.
What does this look like? Oh god. Great. This is
Probably looks something like Shy Guy.
There you go. There you go. That's on the side of the on your pencil right now. Oh, these are probably a little more circular.
That looks mildly
At the very-
terrifying.
At the very least, little buddy, I guess I could say, since I've never painted before in my life, that this is the best painting I've ever done.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Our symbol is a smiley face.
We are now the smiley ones.
That's 6. So as they're painting, Lucan and Sylvia, you guys sit next to Giles. He is much less sure of himself these days than what you're used to, but he's trying to put on a confident front.
Well, Giles, I hope you're doing well.
He grabs his mug, takes a big swig from it. He looks to have had a few too many today.
Well, that's good enough, I suppose. The forces outside the city are getting ready. I'll take it everything that we've been doing with those inside is going well. I think they'll be ready for tomorrow.
We're ready whenever you guys are ready to bring down hell.
You better sober up before tomorrow. We need a commander that can actually lead these people, not some drunkard.
I'll be fine.
What Sylvia here is trying to say is we want good health for you. If you're not doing well, you might not make it through the day, and that wouldn't be good for either you or us. More so you.
I'll be fine by sunrise. Just nerves.
I hope so.
Understandable.
You guys have a plan? Do you know what's going to happen tomorrow?
I believe right now the plan is the were-rats, or whatever they are going to be coming in first, with the soldiers behind while we attack the main city from within, and then our party deals with Frand, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Although,
Sorry, go ahead.
although knowing us, that probably won't be how it turns out.
Ideally, we're already in Fernand's castle by the time that the raid on the city starts. Because he's gonna fortify himself as soon as it starts.
Yes, we're going to need those 6 days to defend. That's for sure.
He's a coward.
Farand, oh, no doubt. He has not left his walls since I've been here.
He gives another he's another hiccup from the ale. Well, I'll be fine in the morning, and just give me word whenever it's going to happen. I've said my piece with anything and anyone that would listen.
Very well. Both myself and Razmir wishes you good luck and happy health for the morning.
Although it may seem odd, I wish you luck as well.
Till then, Harvin, another ale, please. Harvin kind of smirks from behind and he walks an ale over to the table. It's a good health. He downs the ale. I'd rather die on the battlefield than be sucked dry. No offense.
None taken.
Iska wants to have a serious word with Eek in the stable or in the barn.
Now, little buddy, when we follow our new friends into killing this Frond, I don't know really anything about warfare, but I think this time we should be prepared to run or escape if we need to.
Okay.
And I think we should be more careful this time.
I don't know anything about warfare either.
I can't say I have any good expectations for what's about to happen. So if you could just stay close to me, maybe we'll survive. And then continue on for what we came up here for.
Okay.
I'll pat her on the head and start heading back in.
Chihuahua.
When you guys make your way into the stable, sitting in the doorway of the stable and to the end, you see a small acorn.
I plug it. And I put it in my pocket.
As you walk in, you can see Lucan and Sylvia are talking to Giles, who is extremely drunk now, hiccuping as they talk. Silas is at the bar. Is there anything else you guys want to do today? Let me know, and then if not, we can jump to tomorrow.
Eganic does want to tell the group, I don't know if she did before, but about what she saw when she investigated the sewer system, kind of. With the ravine where there's some holes, and she kind of went in the smaller one, and there's probably a giant dragon monster below. But if you get past that, there's the Burgermeister's house. So
So are you suggesting that we take this path?
well, I don't really know how the bigger hole lead to, but the smaller one was pretty good.
How small? Are we able to all fit through, or just you?
I can fit through. I think Yuska will need to change.
Well, we'll have faith in you. It was your job, and you seem to know what you're doing.
Well, do we want to do that? Do we want to just go to the Burgermeister's house and then kill him?
What do you think? I haven't had time myself to survey his house. Not to mention Rand's as well.
Silas, are you from here with Sylvia?
From this land?
Do you know what's in the sewer system?
Nope.
Like a dragon, maybe? A big alligator?
I wouldn't know.
That's not normal.
Something is
Well,
nested.
do we want
I don't know.
do we
what
want to
do
go
with
for
that
the
information.
Burgomaster first, or do we want to go for Farand?
I would prefer to go for Farand first. Hopefully the Burgomaster dies in the fight.
Hoping is dangerous in D&D.
Very much so, yes. But did you find any caves or sewer connections or anything like that to Farand's estate?
Yeah, I found the connection that goes from a hole in the wall near the river to the estate.
And was that the one with that creature you were talking about?
Yep. But it's just a hole in the ground, so you just gotta go past that in the tunnel.
Alright.
Hopefully we can sneak right past it with Yusuka's abilities.
Well, why don't we go check it out, tomorrow? Maybe, if we have time.
If we're to check it out, I'd recommend tonight, since tomorrow is when everything's going to be happening. I don't want our plan to go awry because we've decided to fight some creature.
I can agree with that. Maybe we should go right now. Deal with it, then we don't have to worry about it.
Are you of the right mind and body for that, Sylvia?
I feel healthy enough.
Alright.
Okay, we're gonna go check out that sewer system then.
All right. All five together?
Hopefully.
So the five of you leave the Howling Hound, and as you step outside, it's dusk, the sun is setting, so you do have some cover from the darkness, but you make your way to the edge of the river. You will have to swim across like you did before. So the five of you have to jump into this cool, slow-moving river, and then you'll swim up to the mountain peak, which Farand's manor will sit up high above it. Anyone have a fear of swimming?
Not yet, no.
So there was the smaller entrance that Eek went through, and then it said, I wrote down 30 feet higher is a bigger. But Eek really couldn't reach that well. So
Give me stealth checks for the 5 of you as you try to cross without being spotted by this heavier guard.
If we're trying to sneak across.
Pass out trace. Cool. Just missed. I almost got you, but I rolled a 13. So the 5 of you stop as you can hear the guard walking past as you're kind of closer towards the coastal part of this area. Guards walk past and you duck under some trees and some side shrubbery. As they walk past, you dive into the water quietly, swimming to the other side, crawling out onto this rocky expanse. You make your way up and you see the smaller little cavernous entrance that Ekenik crawled through. Then there is a much larger expanse that's a little bit higher than the one she crawled through. The one that Eke's crawling through looks like Lucan and Sylvia and Eke can crawl through it easily. Silas, your large armor makes it really hard for you to fit, and you're concerned that if you get in a little ways, you might get stuck. And Yuska, you are too large, you'd have to shapeshift to make your way through. So the 2 of you will have some trouble, but the other 3 will be able to crawl through this smaller cavernous area, this little cave, without much issue. You will be on your stomachs, shuffling one after another in a line to get through. And if you look up about 30 feet above you, it'll take some climbing, and you might be susceptible to being spotted by some of the guard that are walking past. But you feel pretty stealthy. But if you climb up a bit, there is another cavern, but that cavern is the one that Eke did not go through.
he just ignores it. She just keeps going.
So you jumped in, you're starting to crawl to the one you went through the first time? Okay. He scampers through and you can see her on her stomach shuffling into that hole.
She does explain that she couldn't reach the high one. And then she just
Would I be able to spot a way that's more accessible to get up there from where we are?
You can climb it straight up the cliff face, but that's about the only way you're going to get up there, is by just pure climbing straight ahead.
She doesn't go very far. She goes like 10 feet.
It is pure darkness for anyone that doesn't have dark vision, which I think you all have.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
do. Is it just like pure rock?
Where you guys are right now, before you go into the
Yeah.
cave?
Yeah, like for the one above.
For the one above to get there, yeah, you're climbing up just pure handhelds of rock. It looks like it'll hold you, but you do have to, it is a vertical climb. And then where you're standing is a mix of like beach and dirt, some pebbles, and just strewn about crabs and other coastal life stuff. But there's no concern that you think like the rock face will fall or anything like that too. You know you can climb up it, it's just going to be a climb to get up there.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna fit in this hole.
We could always see what the other one does, or goes rather.
Well, what if I go on the bottom one, and then you guys can go on the top one, and then we can try to meet.
We don't know if they're connected, or if they're even remotely
Yeah.
close to
We
each
don't
other.
know whether they even lead. I wouldn't suggest that, no.
Then do we go through the top one?
Keep in mind you're talking to Ekenik's ass. Because
No,
she's 10 feet in the cave. Okay. I thought you were like
Yeah,
looking
she's
back
10
like
feet.
gonna
It'll
pull
be
her out by her
very
legs.
I think that might be what we have to do.
No, I don't know where that one goes though.
It doesn't seem like we have much of a choice if one of us doesn't fit.
I agree. We should check it out.
Yeah,
Unless
I
we
can
just
only-
want to raid their front door tomorrow instead.
I don't feel like that's a smart decision.
Well, let's go with the bigger one then. But we have to be careful of the monster. It was really big. Yeah,
Of course.
his tail was longer than Yusuke.
Hmm.
Very big. I think it was a dragon.
There's no way something that big could be within the city and no one knows about it.
Maybe they do. Maybe they know
Perhaps
about
it's not as big as you think. Is that possible?
it. No.
It could be a way to maybe keep people out from doing things like what we're about to do.
Mm. Very
Perhaps.
Okay, well,
Lead the way.
she'll try to climb up 30 feet.
Athletics,
Jeez.
acrobatics, your choice.
Ooh.
This is a little bit of rough terrain climbing up here.
I'll follow right behind her.
Okay.
I'll be third then.
Ooh, that's good.
He scampers up to the hole, the little mouth of this cave. Lucan and Sylvia following behind pretty easily. Silas, you slip, and you fall on your ass as everyone else climbs up around you. So Silas just plants. Eventually, you guys all make it inside this large cavernous area, and just to give you a view of what it looks like.
That's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So as you all jump into this cavernous expanse, you walk for a good 200 feet, and you can hear behind you the water flowing. You can hear the drips and the slow-moving water current. And then as you guys continue to walk, the cavernous area opens in front of you.
Did I feel if we were going down or up?
You know that when you went through the crawl, you went up on a
Yeah.
pretty high incline. This one so far has just been straight going.
Oh.
Give me music. Why you?
So I went about this far when I saw the monster, but I don't think this is the right place.
Is there any chance this could lead to where we need to go?
We have to go up. We didn't go up yet.
Hmm.
Perhaps we will further down.
We can see. I think we're gonna go through.
Should also be cautious though, just in case that beast that Ikanik saw is here.
In my notes, I had written down that I encountered it around 250 feet in, I think. Or that could have been the cards. Not sure.
I will pull out my bow and start moving in.
You still have pass without trace too.
I'll stay in between everybody, just make sure everybody still maintains it.
As the five of you start to walk into this cavern, a slow-moving waterway. There's a waterfall above it that comes almost out of just the side of the cliff and falls to a stream, and then the stream goes deeper to the cave. You can see it crosses. From here, it's hard to tell how deep this little waterway is. But as you look up to where the waterfall is coming from, almost 30 feet towards the south, you can see a small hole above the water. And Iki, you would recognize that as the hole that you looked down when you were above it. Because the way now that you've kind of seen this, you can see that where you crawled up pretty high above this on another path, and then scampered over this little area of the water.
Isn't the water when I saw a tail?
Yeah.
I tell the gang that. Guys, I think the monster is here.
You walked us into their lair?
Well, I wanted to go through the smaller one, and you guys said no.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that that might have been where you took us. Besides,
No.
Sylvie, Silas is too big. We wouldn't have went that way anyway.
Well, if he just took off his armor.
That poses a different risk if we got caught doing this.
We have to go over the waterfall. To the hole up there.
All the way up there.
Yep.
How are we going to do that?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe there's another way up on the other side of here.
Well, I suppose if we haven't seen the beast yet, we might be able to explore a bit. Maybe we can find a way to go.
Gotta be careful.
We should be cautious.
Shall we keep moving in?
Yes.
So as
When we
Oh, go ahead.
when we get in, Yuska's going to definitely scan and see if he can pick out anything that might look like this creature.
I tell you, it's scaly. Lizard-like.
So you see, you guys feel pretty stealthy as you slowly walk up. As you walk up, you just got out of the corner of your eye, you can see this almost like a 6-foot tail emerge from the back, and it slides. I guess it looks like a very large snake, and it pops out of the water.
It's in the water!
It pops out of the water here, just dips back down in the water, kind of like it's moving south.
Oh, it's so nasty. I can't
I-
handle it.
I would grab Sylvia and like try to point out where I'm seeing it.
It has bluish reddish scales. The tail looks to be almost 5 feet wide, and you see the 6 feet length, but it looks like there's something much longer attached to it as it dives under the water. Doesn't seem like it knows you're there.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
I think we have to keep exploring.
I mean, it hasn't seen us yet. Perhaps tomorrow, if we go through the caves again, it won't see us then as well.
We haven't found an exit.
Well, let's find one now then.
I think we need to split up and be quiet.
I don't think splitting up is a good idea, little buddy.
My feet barely make noise, and Silas keeps clacking.
Yeah. Yes, but we're in its lair. If we're not careful, it'll pick us out before we get a chance to see it again.
If we're all bunched up together, it can hit us all. I think.
But at least we'll be able to defend ourselves. Or at least be more equipped to.
Okay.
As weird as it sounds, I almost agree with Ekanik here.
Okay, what if we just go a little bit away? Just a little bit.
I'm not suggesting that we go from room to room separate, but perhaps spreading out might make it easier for us in case it gets the drop on us.
How tall is this cavern?
30 feet, and if you can get 30 feet up, you can reach the hole that you can look down, but the hole is only 5 feet wide. And then you go right into that very small little corridor. And from where you're at now, you can sort of see that the cave goes around the bend here and goes to another passage.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I'm resistant to necrotic damage.
Okay. How does that
Okay,
help us?
that's amazing.
That heart thing did necrotic damage.
No, but
right.
Eve, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
you
that's
wanna get
right.
died.
Yeah, you would have died. You just been in a lot of pain.
Oh well.
Okay. Eek is gonna go left towards the waterfall, or I guess north, to try to see if she can find an easy way to get up there.
Luke in 100% following Ekanik.
So there's no ledge against like the waterfall that you can use to grab the hole
Mm-hmm.
because it's a little ways away. So the hole would be kind of like here.
Right on the ceiling.
Yeah, 30 feet up above you. There's that 5-foot hole there. The same 5-foot hole that you peered down the first time when you just crawled across it.
Okay. How does the water look? Like the cleanliness of it?
From what you can see, because there's no light and you have dark vision, you just see shades of gray. It looks not terrible, but it doesn't look like murky or dangerous. Just a cool water. You don't.
Okay,
There's no threats that you can see surrounding it either. There's no no fish, no other aquatic life in here at all.
Eek is gonna go over here, and she's gonna take a minute and let other people do things. But when other people do things, she wants to stick her head into the water, head first, like penguin style, to try to see if she could see the monster underneath the water.
Sure.
But everyone gets to do something first.
This spiky thing right here, is that going straight up or is it actually over the water?
It's going over the water.
And how high up is it?
Above the water?
Yeah.
Almost 5 feet. So you could run across it and jump and then maybe get across without touching the water.
And long jumping, how far is long jumping?
You're running long jump. Come a number of feet up to your strength score. So whatever your strength is.
So 1?
Oh no, like is it like 12 or 13? So you could jump 13 feet.
Oh, okay.
As long as you have a 10-foot running start.
I only need 5 feet. Because
Yeah,
I'm
you're right.
undead.
Yeah, you're right.
Or hollow body.
Good old Ashens. Yeah, so you could run across that and jump the ledge with ease without even touching the water if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do once I see everybody else do the thing. I'm gonna move here for now.
Little buddy, if we were to get up there, is there enough space for all of us?
No. But if we leave one at a time, yes.
Well, I mean, can Silas fit through at that point?
Can he fit through?
If he takes off his armor.
No.
We'd still need to find another way out.
What if we just put his armor in our big bag? Hold it. And he puts it on when we're done.
You would know with experience that it takes you about 10 minutes to put on armor, Silas.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you could try to bypass this by using the smaller corridor. You just have to get out and then put your armor on. Stay hidden while you do it.
What does everyone?
And you just go have to wild shape.
Yeah.
Keep in mind too that that's the same corridor that Eek went through on the outside. The small one.
Yeah.
What does everyone else do?
But that takes us to the burn.
It took it took you to Ferran's house. When she appeared on the other side, she was at Ferran's by the
Is it
guard
the
chambers.
Burgermeister?
No, the Burgermeister house is on the opposite side. It's a little bit smaller.
Oh, I wrote that down.
Yeah, you were at Ferran's manor. Burgermeister's is a smaller 2-story.
What's yours? She has a free moment. She's sticking her head down.
Stick your head under water and looking around.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to be anything. The water is really cold, but you don't see any long reptile-like beasts close by.
My my weapons, like my bow and daggers, are on the shore. I'm gonna go a little bit more in. Okay.
As you get into the water, you just go towards the south, about here. You see the tail whoosh, slap up and then come back down and start to. Looks like whatever this thing is moving back north now.
Little buddy, get out of the water.
She's underneath the water. I don't know if she can hear you.
Yuska is gonna move over and try to just grab her and pull her out.
Can I see what's happening between Yuska and Ikanik from where I am?
Can I see the monster?
You can see Iska run over and put his hands down. Do you want to let him grab you, or do you want to make him roll for it?
Oh no, he can grab me.
You grab her.
Does he?
As he pulls you out, you haven't seen anything yet in your
No.
vantage point.
Little buddy, it's coming. It's coming, little buddy.
Oh.
That's not safe.
Okay. Put me down, please.
I'll set her down on land. Next to her stuff.
She's gonna shake her feathers.
From the
And I'm gonna
noise
go back.
of what happens, this long spirit naga rises up out of the water at you guys. It's
Look at that face.
it's
So
a
that's actually creepy.
it's a 15-foot long snake with blue navy scales and a red stripe that runs down it. Except for that, the face appears to be the face of a humanoid face. And
I thought that was my ex.
it rises out of the water. And because I heard it, it just stares at the five of you.
I don't move.
Doesn't attack, it stares.
Lucan's just gonna stand stiff.
Same.
I don't remember fighting anyone.
You could speak?
Have you come to free me?
That depends. Are you trapped in here?
Yes. By the one that lives above.
Well, considering our business with the one who lives above, I'm certain we can arrange that. Is it possible to get up from this passage?
The cave behind leads further into the rock face, but eventually it will open up in front of his lair. Though I am trapped inside and I'm not sure if you will be either. Not by bars or doors, but by arcane magic.
Would you be able to help us bypass that arcane magic? If we freed you?
I've been trying for many years to get past that barrier. But here I am.
Is it too small for you?
Oh, it is quite large. Who are you?
I'm Ikanik.
I'm Anastasia.
Hello.
May we pass to go see this barrier and come back to you, so we may investigate it for ourselves?
That depends. You're not here to kill me.
No. You seem pretty good.
The Travis kiss mess with your head. I got you. Well, I will let one of you pass till I can be so sure that you are all able to be trusted.
There are 5 of us. Can at least 2 of us pass?
Make persuasion.
This negotiator here.
Can I persuade him? Oh, I didn't see this.
You have not earned the right to have more than one. I could have risen up, bitten you where you stand, but instead I have chosen to be graceful. The same was not given to me before I was placed here. Before they forced me to look like this.
If you had done that, then we would never be able to set you free now, would we?
Yes, I've made the right choice, I think, so far.
You said when you were changed like this, did Farand change you into what you are?
My punishment.
Your punishment for what?
For birthing a were-rat.
Let me just go back in my notes.
Is their name Zilri?
I know of the child, yes.
This is Lord William's wife.
I did love her brother once, before he was put to death.
I don't have her name.
Well, it seems like you have a quarrel with Fernand. Would you want to kill him?
I spend some days wanting to see him die. I spend some days wanting myself to die. I spend some days wanting everything around me to burn.
Well, you may have just met the best people you could have possibly met.
How do you know Zildri?
She is a companion of ours that's not currently here.
Does my son still live?
Out of player, I actually don't remember if he's still alive or not. Does anybody have that written down?
I have stuff written in Zilri's diary about her brother falling in love with William's wife. The affair had a child. But the Lord killed the wife and maybe the brother. But if this isn't the wife, is it? Zilri and her mom created the Sanguis plague. So
But we never got the mom's name, right?
No, but
Yeah.
it's Anastasia.
Yeah, that's...
So we presumed that she's dead by Zilri's diary, but Zilri thought her mom died, and obviously she's not dead, so...
Yeah. Okay, back in. We presume that he is dead, but we are not 100% sure.
She kind of looks down a bit while her body sways in the water. You can see like a very sullen look on her face. And it means nothing. P is gone. You would all just pass and just leave me. Leave me be.
Don't you want to be free?
There's no point to be free. He has already killed the one that I loved, and then he took our child from us.
Wouldn't you want revenge?
Today, no. Tomorrow, maybe.
Could we come back tomorrow?
To free me?
Well, maybe we can free you now. Then we're gonna come back tomorrow.
You are friends of Zilri's. Then you are friends of my true love's family. You may come freely.
Thank you. As she says that, I'm gonna jump over the river.
There's a long passage, a cavernous passage that goes on the edge here, and then it goes about 50 feet and then makes a turn out of your eyesight.
Come on, guys. We can figure out how to free her somehow, maybe.
You could be the last one. She also can't really jump that far. She would swim.
So you guys all pass this giant snake-like naga.
Wait a minute. You could go to the other side. And she turned around. And she said, were you an elf before?
Human.
Human? Oh, well, I saw some elf statues of Ziegler and I thought that was you.
No, that would be her family. I was married to the Lord of Nothing.
Okay. I'm sorry.
He's a powerful man. You confront him, you'll be wise to be cautious.
Why didn't the things you tried work for yourself? What did you try?
Just slithered past.
That's it?
That is all I can do.
You have a huge body.
Whenever I try to leave this cavern, it's like an invisible wall prevents me from moving.
Huh.
They drop food through a hole in the ceiling and feed me when they think of it, but this has been my life for many years now.
Huh.
So you would know that this is Farhan's wife, who kept bearing daughters, and he would kill the daughters because he wanted a son first, and then she's the one that had the affair with Zilri's brother, and then she bore the were-rat child that started the whole were-rat thing, where they thought that she killed the kid. She did kill the brother. She thought she killed the kid, and she thought they killed the wife. But here's the wife. And that's when Zilri and her family started to make the concoctions to poison everybody. When you walk down this cavern, it goes about 50 feet and then makes a sharp turn to the left. It goes upward a bit, so you're walking a little bit uphill. It's not uncomfortable, but you do make your way up the hill. And then it opens up to about an 8-foot wide cavernous opening. And as you kind of peek around the corner, you can see Farhan's almost the front of the front entrance as it's kind of opened up around the wall. Like his homestead has been built almost into this side of the wall a bit. And across of it, you can see the guard post and where the little hole that you came out of was before. But you're in the same courtyard of Farhan's manor, just in a much larger area. It is dark, but you can see about 6 or 7 guards are walking around. No lights, no torches. They all have dark vision, but they just walk around the front yard patrolling it. And his castle, his manor, is quiet.
So there wasn't a barrier?
Not for you guys, no.
Oh.
You just looked out and just like when you walk through the front entrance, you guys walk through without much.
Well, guys, I think we found our way into the castle.
How do we free her? Out of character.
Well, hopefully when we kill a friend,
Yeah, it's probably tied to
just releases
friends.
the spell.
Yeah.
Do you think
Whoever.
we can get like a knock spell or something? Deacon wouldn't know that. But...
I don't think we
I-
have anybody in the party that
Lucan
would
would
know
know
that.
No.
You might
Yeah,
not.
Lucan's assumption to be Fran's dead, the spell would cease to exist. But
we also can't see the barrier, so it's not like we can just
Yeah.
go willy nilly.
Well, we're gonna have to like, if we want her to be with us, then we're gonna have to like pump her up and be like, we're just prepare for Ferdinand to die, and then you can like go and wreak havoc on the town with us. But if she's like, all mopey and stuff.
That's why we come back tomorrow and talk to her on our way in.
So you guys are stopping at the cabin entrance and you're going back through? To like go back the way you came? Or do you want to like camp here tonight?
No, we can't come here because Vincent.
Yeah, we'll have to tell Giles when to move and stuff, so we'll have to head back.
And we still need to message the were-rats because we've only messaged the army.
Alright, so the five of you make your way back. You still have past the trace, so you go past the Naga, and as you go back into her cavern, you can see her tail kind of whip up, and she's swimming back and forth in the current. Very melancholy.
Eek would leave a wild magic potion on the other side of the shore.
Okay. You guys emerge from the cavern after the good 150 feet walk or so onto the shoreline again. It is now pure night. Put it at about midnight. You make your way back to the Howling Hound. Is it long rest time before the big battle?
Unless anybody else has stuff to do, I believe so.
Yeah. Only thing Lucan would do would warn everybody that Anastasia might be aggressive when we come in tomorrow, since she said her mood changes so regularly.
I mean, we are offering to free her, so I don't think that will necessarily be an issue.
Yeah. I mean, she did say that there are times where she wants to burn everything around her. Tomorrow could be one of those days. I don't know.
No, we should definitely be prepared.
One of them days, you don't want to wake up.
God damn you, David Grohl!
You guys will take a quick couple-minute break before you guys start this big day. What are you eating? I don't even see you have food.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What is that, a burger? I'm jealous.
Like an hour ago,
Really?
Sable guy brought me a whole plate with like Burger King chicken sandwich and fries and.
Ah, you're so lucky.
Wow.
Alright, chat, so we'll be back in like a minute or two. We're just gonna refresh our drinks. And then it's war. Wow, be right back.
Imagine leaving your house to get Burger King during a quarantine.
There were 6 people in line too. I got the COVID, y'all. You just coughed.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone's coming back. Got my drink. Cheers. Rizzo, I get Taco Bell. I'll be the reason to stay up. I think I've ordered Chipotle like twice a week since I've been on lockdown. We got Papa John's yesterday too. Not going nowhere, just ordering food. I think everyone's gonna come out of quarantine like 10 pounds heavier.
I know I will be. Of course, I just started my gym routine, and then my gym closes because of all of this.
Right.
It's like,
Hey, thanks for the follow. IPA a lot, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Not sure if this is the first meeting I'll need to go to Weight Watchers or AA. I'm out of liquor now. This is my last drink I can make. I need to figure out how to get more.
Alcoholism's definitely becoming a thing in Ohio. Every day, 2 p.m., wine with the wine.
I did see some brewers are delivering. That you can order like cases of beer, but I'm sure it's like really expensive.
I would imagine, yeah.
Like Wolf Ridge Brewery and a couple other ones around here in Columbus. Deliver it to you.
I wouldn't be surprised if there were a couple breweries down here.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Mad Dog 2020, the curse is upon us.
Oh god.
IPA a lot. Is that right? Is it IPA a lot or is it IPA a lot? I think it's IPA a lot. All the stores by me in Minnesota are doing curbside. Oh, breweries, yeah. So you can order some good stuff. Yeah, IP a lot when I drink. Nice one, dude.
You just gotta worry when I run out of alcohol.
Well, you bought like 30 bottles for you in quarantine.
Gotta stock up and be prepared.
That's what I should have done.
Oh, I'm glad to see what or did I send it to you too late?
Yeah, I saw it. Whole bunch of bottles. So this is, you guys have taken a long rest. Unless you want to speak as a group before the night. If not, long rest. The morning has come. Interesting, okay. This morning has, as you all wake up, you can just hear the heavy downpour from the rains that have started as you slept.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So if Sylvia is in the inn, is she like perpetually 50 feet near us? If we're sleeping upstairs?
You can get away from her.
Oh, okay.
So you have to like purposely make sure to get away from her is the only thing. But
Well, what if we're like directly above her?
directly
'Cause
above
I'm
her.
sleeping. Yeah, I'm sleeping up there.
But you also don't know about it yet.
Oh, of course not.
If you're in the left side of the inn, and the room's up here, you would be above her and in her range. You'd have to be in the master suite or going up the stairs.
She's not doing it. She's gonna be right here, and she's gonna pray to nobody.
But you all awaken to the heavy rains outside, dark and gloomy day, as is war. Ghosty ones, how would you like to die?
Well, it's pouring rain, so it's kind of like the Battle of Helm's Deep. So I'm ready for this.
Nice.
Oh, before we would have went to sleep, I would have sent one message to one of the armies, and then the first thing when we get up, I'll send it to the other army, whichever order we wanted to do that in.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Zoe's are-
Is there like a particular? Do you want me to come like ASAP, or how did you want to have your?
Yeah, we
armies
never
come?
discussed what like time of day we're fighting.
I'm just the messenger for Sylvia, so
Well, I assume
Yeah.
that we. Okay, so when we originally did it, we said that the were rats were half a day out, and the big army was a day out. Right?
It's easier for the
So-
were rats to hide farther up or closer.
Yeah. So if we, what was it, like midday when we were back at the tavern yesterday when I asked him to send that?
Give or take, I think. Yeah.
So if we sent the other one this morning, they'd be here by roughly half day.
Oh, just in time for third breakfast.
11sies.
So I'd imagine if that's what we did, they would both arrive here at the same time and start their assault on two different sides of the city.
Okay. So you guys are up at 7:30. You guesstimate that the armies will arrive at like 1. So it gives you about 5 hours to do what you want to do before the armies are at the doors.
We have 5 hours to leave the city and never come back.
Did we see, or did, I guess, I see him come in with like the Vaasi emotions and stuff?
Say it again. You kind of.
With the box of healing potions and whatnot?
Oh
And
yeah.
all healing Zeke.
Oh yeah, I would have handed that out. My bad. Sorry.
So you
I'm
have
so caught up in Vincent's horse skin.
you have 4 healing potions and you have 1 greater healing potion. However you would like to pass it up.
I think we should give the greater one to Silas because he's going to be getting hit a lot probably.
Do we have a cart for Vincent? Because I'm thinking we can pile on our unnecessary items on Vincent and we send him out of town a little bit. But I don't know if we have a cart.
I don't think we have one on us. We would have to buy one.
You could buy one. You could take Harvin's if you want to just take
Oh,
it
yeah.
without asking. Just or
Oh, no, I mean, Kinnick's not like that. She would ask.
you could buy it off him.
Well, she would ask Harvin if she can have it.
He looks at you.
You don't really need it anymore because I have Vincent.
I can buy more oxen. You're taking everything.
Why don't you just buy a new cart? I feel like this is Vincent's cart.
Make a persuasion.
God. So dumb. -1. Oh.
You've done a lot for the town, so
Mhm.
fine. You may have this cart.
Thank you. Vincent has tried really hard.
You must keep Vincent safe. Please
Mhm.
promise me this.
Yep. Do you have any oats for Vincent too?
Ask and ask and ask.
This is not for me. It's for Vincent.
Is Vincent going to need golden shoes too when he leaves?
I didn't ask.
Yes, he might have oats.
Okay. Okay. Where are the oats?
On one condition.
Yeah.
Kill him. Make him suffer for what he's done to our people.
I'm not gonna kill Vincent.
No, kill Ferrand.
Oh.
And kill the burgomaster for pinning stuff onto my notice board.
Yeah, he's not very good. I
That
think
seems very
Sergey got
petty.
that covered. Yeah.
Before you go,
Yeah.
Harvin kind of motions for all of you to come over to him. You're going to make this a place that humans can prosper. I don't kill the mailman anyways, fucks up anyways. I don't want to go through all this twice. I don't want to see my brothers and sisters die in the mud. For nothing. I've already lost a brother. And know I'm going to lose countless more when this is all over, but it has to mean something. And I will not follow the sightless seer. No matter what. Agreed?
Agreed. No one in this city will die in vain.
Agreed.
And you will not put him on the throne.
That is not my intention.
Good luck. Take care of Vincent.
Well, I imagine we'll be leaving him here for the time being anyway.
No. I told Vincent he could leave the city.
Where is he gonna go while we take care of Ferrand?
Well, I was thinking, since there's gonna be battles in the city, it wouldn't be safe for him. So if he just went out of the city a little bit into the woods, a little bit with the cart, maybe.
I don't think that would be safe for him either by himself.
I didn't think this through.
You want him to stay with me until you return? I'll keep him safe. I'm not fighting in this.
I think the safest place for Vincent would be with Harvin.
Definitely not in the woods with the druids I still haven't talked to.
Could I paint?
Now that I think about that, I should have.
Talk to them.
Can I paint over your happy face with howling hounds?
Happy face.
It's a ghost.
Oh. It is an excellent ghost. I apologize.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's my first painting.
You did pretty good, Easter.
Thank you, little buddy.
The more you paint, the better you get.
This is true. I don't know if any of the team members have seen the painting yet.
Maybe it's good luck to go out to the painting and all of you touch it together and look upon its glory before you leave.
I was thinking more of after the victory, we get to.
Yuska's going to
honor
fucking
ourselves to
incite
see
that.
Vincent.
Double 20s!
I appreciate the criticism, Harvin. Thank you.
Well, we just used our crits for this battle.
Yuska feels slightly hurt inside.
Alright then, shall we get to it, everyone?
Sorry, wrong button. I think we should put the items that we don't need onto the cart. Not that it's going to slow us down or anything, but
What happens if they get raided in what happens if this place gets raided in fight?
exactly. That's what I was thinking. The Vincent's
mean-
gone anyway.
All of my worldly possessions are on my person. So
Yeah,
I'm
stay
good
with
to
me.
go.
I'm going to put my bedroll in there with my pillow.
You could just put things in the bag of holding that we have as a party.
Nope.
Okay, sure.
Put your bedroll in the cart with your pillow. And
How big is that bedroll? It's probably like a handkerchief.
it's a small size. She leaves him with Vincent.
Okay. Lucan would like to spend the next couple hours, not the whole 5 hours, but the next couple, just kind of like walking through the city and just like reassuring people, because I'm sure enough of the population knows what's going to happen. And seeing one of the faces orchestrating it might help calm some nerves.
Stepping out to the mud streets, put your cloak over your head from the water, and as you walk up and down, you can see some of the stables, and in some of the houses you can see people are grabbing their pitchforks, sharpening whatever weaponry that they have. You can see people that are making makeshift armor, starting to clasp it and put it on. They do look very fearful. But when they see you walk by, they're fastening their belts and they give you a half cheerful, half terrified nod. But there's a lot of these common folk that are preparing right now. And you get the sense that even though this might be a very tough battle and these people might be throwing their lives, that they all understand the situation and are really coming together as a community to try to rid themselves of a tyrant. For me.
Yeah. Lucan would say a small prayer to Resmir.
Are you close to Sylvia? Or are you by yourself?
I'm assuming that I'm by myself right now, so it
Okay.
should be fine.
Yeah. Make a religion check. Okay. The words of Resmir gives you comfort. No outward signs or anything. Like, no flashiness happens, as you're used to seeing now with Resmir. But you feel calm. And you know that you're about to deliver justice. Just gonna lag behind a little bit, planning things as you guys move.
Yeah, and he'll say a little prayer to each of the gods that he recognizes and worships.
Ekinik would request that you start talking to the possible Abyss god as well.
Yuska will definitely also do that.
Make a religion check. As long as Sylvia's away.
Well, I mean, if they continue moving ahead as I'm planning, like definitely get out of range.
Yeah.
Religion?
Yep.
I guess it really depends on how far back you are.
Would it really be 50 feet away from Sylvia? I don't know if that's logical.
That's pretty far away.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
I left on my own. He doesn't necessarily need to be with you guys. I didn't know you guys even went with me. I'm just walking through the streets on my own. Was my thought.
I don't know if we did go with you.
I'm just at the Howling Hound.
Okay.
Just waiting for you guys to come back.
I mean, the two
Well,
of you
then
can go out.
I'm not lagging behind. I'm just out doing
Yeah, walking.
that before we do our thing.
You're planting some seeds in the rain, in the mud. The mud makes it much easier to dig and drop seeds in as you go. You're calm. You know that the battle ahead is dangerous, but you're there to protect each other and help this community if you can. There's no outward signs or anything that happen as you guys are doing this, but a couple hours pass. This puts you closer to at 11:30. You estimate about an hour and a half until the armies are at the doors. Maybe an hour until they're spotted.
Okay. I guess at that point, I'd probably make it back to the Howling Hound and get ready to go through the caves again.
Is Noala in the tavern ready to go?
She is.
Should probably talk to her. Or not. That's cool.
Hmm?
Never-
If Nuala's there, Yuska will walk up to her.
Noala's sitting at the bar. She's dressed and ready for battle. Short bows on her, strewn across her back.
Thank you for all of your help in this, Nuala. I'm certain we will definitely need it.
If these people go, then there will be no need for the blight to spread. Once one patch of blight is gone, and the shadow recedes, more patches will follow. I've learned my lesson, though. I will not go with you through the caves, but I will help fight the battle.
Well, Eek's insecurities aside, you're always welcome with us.
If our paths cross on the battlefield, my arrows will fly true, and they will protect you.
I will ask, once this is all done, if we all survive, we may need your help again. There's something in the Brimide that we will need to deal with, I think. Something that I've seen. Something that might be causing the blight.
I see it's only fair. You helped us with this. It's only fair that we help you with that.
I will be there to help as well.
Maybe hopefully one day we can repay you for all of this. Thank you again, friend.
She gives you a pat on the shoulder. And as she pats you, she looks at Eek and gives a smile.
Is this gonna be like an Ollie situation in Game of Thrones? Like the kid Ollie who shoots Egret? No? Nobody? Okay, bye.
I got it. Don't worry.
Is
You
Noala
got
Ollie?
nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna send you guys a video. He shoots her and it's like
Yeah, and you.
shot through the heart place.
So who's the Ingrid? Is it you? You think Noala's gonna shoot you?
I don't think it'll play out in the same way.
She'll shoot you and be like,
as-
"Yeah, I did good."
And then Yusuke just promptly rips her in half.
So you guys go into the cave, or how do you guys want to go about this?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'd let Giles know roughly, like, they'll be here soon. Make sure everyone's ready, and then I guess we would head off and, yeah.
We never considered an inside guy. I wonder if we should have.
Problem is probably most of the people in the keep are Sanguis.
There's gonna be a rat.
This is very true.
So you guys make your way through the rain-soaked roads. It is light out, but the rain helps to hide where you guys are going. Do you want to burn path without trace, or do you guys want to try to roll stealth? See if you can get to the cave without being spotted. As it is during the day, and there is still a very heavy...
I'm definitely gonna burn paths
Okay.
without a trace.
Still pretty heavy guard set here. Sylvia feels extremely stealthy. 17 still pretty good. You guys are able to make it to the water. The water has flooded the lake a little bit, so the waters are a little bit higher, but you jump into the cold water, making your way across back up to that climb back up and to the caverns of Anastasia. And as you make the trek into it, she just floats by in the water, not particularly trying to hide, but just snaking about through the waves. She doesn't speak to you guys as you pass. She just keeps kind of glances over, sees you, and just continues to swim back and forth.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Swimming.
So you step.
Wait, I don't want to pass her yet.
Okay.
I want to.
No. We just narrowly avoided one form of death.
Yeah, really?
Well, she didn't seem mad. We need to get her on our side.
She's already on our side. She's letting us pass.
I feel like she just so much melancholy. Okay, we're good.
You're at the cavern's entrance, and as you are like peeking out, not letting yourself be seen, currently there is a pretty heavy guard that are walking around Ferran's fort. And just for like a quick glimpse of what Ferran's fort looks like, shout out to Mills Maps patron for this map.
Hey.
You're looking at the front entrance, so you can see the stairs that lead up to two side doors of this very gothic, dark mansion. You can see the overhang. It is raining, so you don't see Ferrand on the overhang at this time because it's raining, and he only pops his head out when the Burgomaster approaches. There are teams of 3 to 4 Sanguis that rotate around his manor, as you guys have watched for a couple minutes now, about 5-minute intervals. And there are 2 Sanguis guard positioned in front of the manor, and you can see the Burgomaster Beltane de Moriel is standing there, and he's chatting with the 2 Sanguis guards. The guards are in full plate, and they carry great swords on their backs. And they're at a tent, even though they're listening to Beltane, and they're responding with small whispers. It's hard to tell if they're amused or if they're just kind of doing their due diligence. Beltane is wearing his long black robes, and he carries a large wooden staff as he talks to him, and he leans on the staff. And every so often, as a guard passes, he looks over and watches, and he nods at the guard. And the guard just continues to walk around him.
Does it seem like Beltane is going to leave anytime soon?
For the 5 to 10 minutes that you've been watching, he hasn't motioned like he was going to or not yet. But he's just kind of just chatting. And then just to give you guys a quick warfare thing for when you guys start the warfare, to kind of how it looks.
Before we start all of this, for the inspiration that we have, can that also impose disadvantage on like saving throws for like utility spells?
No, it's only to give you guys extra.
Okay.
So in your journal, you'll see the 5 warfare armies that you guys have all found. You have the Hanged Ones, which are the ones that Silas spoke to, that follow El Terrell, the clerics of El Terrell. You have the Foley Infantry, which is Mad Max and those guys. You have the Foley Veterans, which are the Olaman Elves that the Scythe helped to procure those. Those are archers. You have the Commoners of Nova Vaasi. You have the Were-Rat Hordes. Now you guys divvy it up. Each person can control 1 in combat, and only 1. And the way it works is when you're in combat, once the war starts and you guys are in combat, you control the army on your turn as well. So these are the 5 warfare ones that you guys control.
Really kind of want the rats.
You also see, just like a quick how it works. They each have traits. The traits applied in the battle. The size, the d6 or the d8s are the health, and the health mimics the tokens that you'll see on the battlefield. You roll to attack. You roll d20 plus the attack, and if the attack breaks the defense of who you're targeting, then you roll a power attack, d20 plus the power. And if that breaks the toughness, you deal 1 point of damage. What this means is, like, say you're a commoner, there's going to be 300 commoners in the battle. So if they take 1, that is 1/8 of their entire population is killed in the fight.
Jeez.
When you go under half, you start to make morale checks. So what that means is, in most warfare, people don't slaughter the entire army. The army gets gets killed by a lot, and then they retreat, they run away, they get scared. So that kind of dictates the morale, is how long your army will stand in the fight once they're being slaughtered. Something else to keep in mind is there are small rules, which means on the battlefield, you can see the Sanguis army. They have 2 militias, 1 knight, and 1 cavalry. The Folly Veterans are special in that they're archers, so they can only be attacked last. As the rule of war is, all the melee combatants go up first, while the veterans stay from far behind. So your veterans can shoot anything on the battlefield. But say you're controlling the were-rats, you have to choose to engage one of the Sanguis. And you'll do so like this. And you can only attack that one that you engaged with, or that engaged onto you, unless you use your attack action to disengage. So your entire turn will be disengaging, as you're having your 200 were-rats run away from the battlefield to turn and then re-engage something else. Cavalry are special, like archers, in that they cannot be engaged unless by other cavalry. except the archers, which can shoot them as they gallop around on their spectral steeds. But for the most part, your turns will be like you'll control your character. You do your actions, your sneak attacks, your spells, and then after your turn's over, you'll say, okay, I want my Were Rat Horde to engage the militia, and then you'll roll your attack, and then you'll roll your power. So it's like a side thing that you do on your turn in combat as you're fighting the boss. If your character dies, not knocked unconscious, if your character completely dies, then whatever army that you control disperses as their leader has been killed, and they just flee. They run away. So like Silas is controlling the hanged ones. If Silas dies, the hanged ones run away from combat and they're gone. Same thing if you kill Ferrand. Whoever Ferrand is controlling, his militia or his cavalry, they all immediately disperse. This also means that however many infantry, hanged ones, whatever is left after the battle is over is the real number of people that survive this war. So if your commoners are wiped out, if your infantry is wiped out, the Silas Seer has lost his entire army, you've lost your entire human population of Nova Vaasi, it's all tied together.
Wow. Oh,
This whole
my
city's
God.
gonna die.
I mean, we outnumber them as long as we hit.
See, that's the hard part there.
I'm assuming our inspiration cannot be used for our followers.
No.
Okay.
I actually don't think it should be were-rats. She should have archers.
But I mean, you can look at, you can see like the infantry has a higher attack than like the hanged ones. But the hanged ones have a turnover. They can't be morale checks on stuff. Like they each have their own bonuses and negatives, except for the commoners. When the commoners, since they're commoners, they're just they're pure. They're pitchforked men running up there. They're always diminished, which means if they ever take damage, they have to roll a morale or they lose 2 instead of 1. So like if you get hit once by a militiaman and say whoever's controlling the commoners fails the morale check, it counts as 2 damage instead of 1 damage. So they die faster because they're just getting slaughtered by whoever's there.
Oh, so they won't actually disperse until they're at half size.
Correct. Yep. And then once you get
So
half size,
once they have half size and fail, then they run away. Otherwise, they'll just get murdered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So if the attack beats their defense or toughness, then they lose that amount of size based on the attack number. So the +3 means that they'd lose 3 size.
So the attack means that. So you roll d20 plus 3, and if the attack's higher than defense, then you get to roll the power. So you only get to roll the power if the attack hits. And if the power succeeds, then it deals 1 damage. So it's always 1 damage per, unless there's some sort of special thing that requires 2.
That's
So he's got to succeed on 2 rolls to kill part of the army. If not, it's just like they're battling for 6 seconds, and no one's really died yet to be substantial. And these are
Alright.
Matt Coville's Strongholds and Followers rules, if you're interested. These are his warfare rules.
yeah.
So you guys are looking out through the cavern at Beltane and the 2 Sanguis guards. Just kind of waiting. And then you see Beltane look like startled, like something, like he just heard something. And he looks over to the guards. And you see he whips his finger around. And you see the guards that are around the area start to rush towards the northern part of the city. You see this huge mass of Sanguis guards rushing out, grabbing their great swords. You see some well-armored Sanguis guard jump on the spectral cavalry that you see Silas usually ride on, and they start to rush towards the gates. You get the sense that your armies are spotted as they're marching towards Nova Vaasi. Beltane's still standing there. The 2 guards are still standing there. Make a perception check.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weak roll.
Yuska and Silas, Beltane is shouting, but the sound of the water is muffling a bit. But Yuska and Silas, you guys can make out, "You 2 guards stand gate, guard the Lord." And then he points past the door, and you can't see what he's pointing to, but you can see him point. And you, guard the Lord. I will check inside, and I will quell this threat. He rushes inside. The gates around you are chaos as people are shouting and Sangos are rushing towards the gates, rushing past you. And after a couple minutes, only the two Sangos guards are standing there and they're like looking around, curious as to what's going on. And then you can hear almost like chaos breaks out. Too far for you to see as the walls are too high, but you can hear just the onslaught. You just hear these screams from hundreds and hundreds of people, and then you can hear a charge and this carnage out of your eyesight, hundreds of feet away from you. Besides that, the manor here looks quiet except for these two guards.
I think we should send Echo to distract the guards.
We could do that. We could also have you and Sylvia shoot them both. But I will send her forward.
Yeah.
Let me shoot first.
You think you're better than me?
One of you... No, enough. One of you shoot the one on the left, one shoot on the right. Don't shoot the same one.
I'll shoot the one on the left with my...
And I'll send Echo forward as a distraction.
Okay.
It's meowing like it hasn't been fed in days.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the other one.
Okay. So the 17 hits the Sanguis guard as he one on the left. He leans forward to the cat, and he says, "What is this?" And then the arrow hits him, but glances off his plate armor and doesn't hit. Does no damage with the 17.
What?
With the 18, it hits,
Ah!
and it cuts under the Sanguis guard's neck for 7 damage. And he takes the 7 damage. And he staggers back a bit, and he looks up towards the bolt. And the two of them look up, under attack, and they pull their great swords. Roll initiative.
So much for sneakies.
Shoot, guys.
Oh, that's shitty initiative. So who is controlling which warfare? As you guys are engaging these guard, you're going to start controlling your warfare units.
I'll take the hang one since it makes the most sense.
I'll take the commoners, because that also makes the most sense.
What do you want, Sylvia?
I'll take the veterans. Question mark?
The elven archers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless somebody else wants them.
Well, it's that, and then the regular humans. I could do the regular humans, and then you could do the were-rats if you want to.
Yeah,
Or
I was
did you
gonna
want
say,
to do the...
So Ikanik has Folly Infantry with Mad Max and them boys.
I feel like she has a connection with the cook.
You know, with Mad Max and his cooking.
Yeah, Mad Max.
Yay!
And Yiska's got the were rats.
I think it's better that me or Ikanik don't have the were-rats. Just because we have personal
Ties to... Yeah.
ties to
You
them.
will fight.
She'll need a mega morale check herself.
All right, so on your turn, you'll use your turn, and then you will start to control the warfare as all the armies right now are combining and fighting together.
And to confirm, inspiration doesn't work with our infantry.
Yeah, only for your attacks and stuff.
Okay.
War has come. What do you do?
I was trying to read that. I'm not casting that. It's obviously not my turn. Apologies.
Oh, that's cool. So I don't know the layout, but Eek is going to try to... She'll go over here, in a non-conspicuous area, or a conspicuous area, and she'll just shoot again with her shotgun.
Okay.
At the guy that Sylvia missed.
On the left.
Yeah, but she's gonna Hunter's Mark.
You got it. So Hunter's Mark is up.
Did it go?
18 hits. What's your Hunter's Mark damage?
I didn't know.
And you get 2 attacks. Because you are level 5.
Oh, that's right. I do get 2 attacks. So just 1. She'll shoot again, but this will be combined with Colossus Slayer.
You got it. 20 hits for 9. Is that your Hunter's Mark, the 4?
Yes. Hunter's Mark and Colossus Slayer.
Got it. So you run to the side, get a little bit of cover next to the guard shack, shoot 2 short bow shots out, just whoosh, whoosh. But the first one hits him in the neck under his armor. The second one catches him in the eye, and he falls back from the one that hits him in the eye, and he roars out in pain.
I look at silly.
Lucan.
Wait, shouldn't she have done her army thing?
Oh yeah, do your army. So
Ooh.
up here, you control the Folly Infantry. You can engage the militias or the knights. One of the 3.
Okay. We're gonna do the militia.
Okay.
And I roll a d20 plus my attack. Is it okay to enter it manually?
Yeah, that's the only way to do it. The only way to do it's manual. A 20 hits, roll power.
Okay, that's plus 2.
Damn.
Oh,
The toughness fails.
Oh.
So your folly crashes into the militia, and as these humans that are pretty well equipped rush into these well-trained militiamen, and the battle has started, but no damage.
Oh, it's okay. We left her mark.
Lucan's up.
Yeah, I am going to cast Hex on the Sanguis Guard that is hurt, but he can not attack last turn. So that's the one next to Echo, I believe.
Okay.
So basically, I'm going to end up doing an extra bit of damage each time I hit them, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast him with both blasts.
Got it. Miss hit. So you do extra d6? 10 points of damage. Which ability do you want to give him disadvantage on to?
Dex.
Dex. Cool.
And then the commoners are going to charge in on the other Sanguis militia.
Okay. Pitchforks raised. 9 misses the attack. So the commoners slam into the militiamen, start to scrap, but haven't made a dent yet as they continue to fight.
My poor children, they're all gonna die.
Yes, we are.
They're so weak.
Silence.
Oh, they do get a +2, so it's an 11, but I don't think that hits you.
Nah, this is 2. Yeah. Silence.
Alright. So, dash is what? Bonus action?
Bonus action to what?
Dash up to the guard?
Oh yeah, dash is action.
Oh, it's an action?
Yeah,
I can't quite get that.
it's fine. Because there's no like real scope here in the front, so
Oh, okay.
30 feet of movement to get to him.
Yeah. And then we'll break it out and try to kill him.
Revenant King.
oh man.
First and third hit. So your first 2 attacks with your main hand, first one hits as you scratch down on it, and then as you swing the second one, it misses, and you come with your left hand and slash across his chest for 20. And as you slash across with this offhand, the second one, oh, you are good with me. Your sickle says as you swing him. Impressive.
Not the god Theriel's a pervert.
Alright,
You can't engage the same one that other people are engaging to.
I was gonna engage the one with the common folk around.
Okay.
Oh, what do I guess? +2?
Common folk look startled at first as the Sanguis rush in with nooses around their necks and giant glaives and pikes, and they start to fight the Sanguis next to them.
Oh, that's a rip anyways.
Yeah. So they rush in to fight. Have engaged, but haven't done anything yet. The Sanguis guard is going to retaliate by attacking Silas. He's going to make his 2 greatsword attacks. First one, 19.
Hit.
Second one, 15.
This.
So 11 slashing. And I'm gonna run all the bad dudes on the last initiative, because none of these guys control them. Sylvia.
I'm gonna take a shot at the far left one again.
Got it.
Hey.
19 hits.
I'm just gonna move a little closer in my turn.
Okay.
And Sylvia's turn. I'm gonna use the fall lead veterans to shoot at the cavalry.
Nice, you got it. Smart.
Keep in mind, you have a disadvantage to hit.
I have disadvantage. What?
Yeah, cavalry, because they're like mobile. At least that's what the rules say.
Yeah, the cavalry are pain in the asses until they engage. But you can still attack them from your range.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, none of the other guys can attack them because they're cavalry, but you can. A
13?
13 will hit. Roll again to see if you can get him with the disadvantage. But a 13 will hit him if it goes through. You hit him. Make a
Yay!
power attack. 20, nice.
Yeah!
Whoa!
You've done. The cavalry is starting to rush into battle, and then this volley of arrows smashes into the cavalry on their spectral steeds, and you see a good chunk of them get blown off their horses and fall into the mud.
Oh, good. Now I can only think of like Game of Thrones and the Battle of the Bastards.
For Jon Snow surrounded by just a million dead bodies.
Yeah.
Just a pile of corpses. A big circle.
Alright, Yusuke will step forward. I'll burn one balm onto Silas as my bonus action. So take 5 healing. And then he'll pull out some flames from his staff and he'll hit him with hit the one that Silas is engaged with produce flame.
You got it.
Why are you not rolling damage, damn you? There we go.
15 misses. And you did a heal? Was that the 5?
Hmm?
Was the heal 5?
Yeah, that was the 5. That
Gotcha.
was-
On Silas. Cool.
Yep.
So you.
Yeah.
What's up, Z? So Yusuke, you heal Silas with your gentle gust of wind as it rushes through his hair and whoosh, throws it back. And then the produce flame pops up. The Sanguis guard blocks it with his sword. And then your Wear-Out Horde.
I will have them. Oh, I can't move it. I'll have them engage with the Sanguis Knights.
Okay.
Just so they can't gang up on anybody. So is it 1d20 plus 3?
An 11 misses. So the were-rats come scurrying across the battlefield, dive into the knights. The knights are like the Nevermore Knights, which is what Silas is. They're like the more well-trained, but the Sanguis guard steps forward, and as he does, he shouts at the manor, "Under attack!" He's going to make one attack at Echo. Double ones! Damn,
Who's the
ugly,
ghosty one now?
ugly creature! Second attack on Echo.
Before we get started with those baddies, Bruce, can you explain to chat how to donate bits to Grant's Inspiration? Because I don't remember how to do it.
So if you want to donate bits, down below in the Twitch info, you can either do 5,000 channel points, which you get for free by watching, and you can use those, and you use the little channel point button under chat. Or you could donate 300 bits. 300 bits is the currency that you buy bits with on Twitch. And then whenever you make the channel points or the bits, just type in chat who you want to throw inspiration to.
If you don't want to pay for bits, you can mine them and watch advertisements, and they give you free ones.
Okay, thank you.
You can mine bits?
You can watch advertisements.
Gotcha.
It'll-
Channel point button is like a little circle lens under send a message. So those are the Knights 2 attacks. The first one misses Echo. The second one 18 on Echo for 6.
Echo's dead. Surprise. That's the third time now she's died.
And now the militiamen and the knights are going to attack. The militia is going to attack the commoners he's engaged with. 9.
That does not hit the defense.
The other militia is going to attack the Folly infantry. 4, that's a miss.
Oh, yeah!
The Sanguis knights
Ay.
are going to attack the Were-Rats. 16!
That hits.
And a power check. 20!
No.
Definitely.
Ooh. So the Sanguis knights start to carve through the Were-Rats, dropping... Oop, that's too many.
The rats are fucking dead.
Slicing through them. The cavalry slams into the Were-Rats.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The cavalry gets +4. And if the power check goes through, they do 2 damage. 17.
Oh.
Power check. 15.
15 is a hit.
Ooh, that puts them at 3. Make
Oh
a
my
morale.
God.
Rats make a morale check.
Can't leave so suddenly.
Okay, so you rolled a 12. You go -1, but you haven't fled. But your were-rats have just been decimated. Over half of their population has been smashed by these
Oof.
veterans and cavalry.
Is Silvery in that fight? Just want to know for.
Want to know for personal reasons?
Yeah, pretty much.
So Ikanik, as you are about to attack, you can hear Demar Beltane is starting to rush through the halls, and you can hear the door swing open and see his face as he steps through.
Okay. I can see his face?
Yeah, he opens the door and looks out.
Okay. I'm going to hit the guard, whoever has the hunter's mark on him. I can't tell which one that is.
The left one?
With my short bow.
You got it?
Yes.
The cat murderer.
19 hits. You get one more attack?
Is he not dead yet?
Nope.
Jesus.
He's looking pretty
Okay.
rough after that first attack, though.
Okay, we're gonna.
Level 5, the CRs go whoosh.
I'm gonna attack again. Try to get this guy down.
Let's reveal some of this too.
Oh no.
Oh no, the missed.
15 misses. So the Sanguis guard takes a bolt in the neck and he holds it. He starts to bleed out, but he's still alive.
Okay.
And your warfare.
Yes. That's a plus. Yeah. Attacking the ones in front of me. Oh no.
Miss.
Okay. Not doing too hot, guys.
Beltane steps through the Burgomaster himself. What? He steps out for a vantage point. You will not take him from me. He is my puppet. He's cast a fireball.
No, no.
Ooh, do I want to hit Eek or do I want to hit Silas?
Okay. I mean, I'm just a little bird.
I'm gonna hit everyone but
Can
Silas.
you even see me?
I'm hitting everyone but Silas.
I just have I have a question. So since I'm fire resistant now, that's half damage. But if I use uncanny dodge, is that half of the half?
Yep.
So I take quarter damage?
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So Beltane rushes out. Fireball! Everyone make dex saves. Iska, Lucan, Eek, Sylvia.
Oh no.
Lucan passes. Sylvia passes by a
Oh, no.
fucking
I
ton.
have a +7.
Whoa. Why do I have +9?
Wait.
What? What?
Oh, yeah, that's wrong.
Why is I don't know how to fix that.
I got you one sec.
What's your deck stat at? What'd you do?
19 apparently.
Is it because you can never get lower than a 10?
I don't know what happened. No, it's not that. I just don't know what happened to my sheet.
Also, Yusuka's going to absorb.
Okay. Roll
So we take half rounded up, right?
Ekes out.
Round it down.
Ekes out.
Well, I think I see it.
Rounded down. Okay.
Yeah, round down.
No, you give him that.
Should be something back here.
Yeah, I think I fixed it. I found it.
Oh, you got it? Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how that
Cool.
happened, but I
Yeah,
found it.
yeah, +6. Go roll again.
Oh,
Fail.
join Egan on the ground.
Use your inspiration.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right, Sylvia uses his inspiration.
It's just Egan, maybe?
Sylvia, you feel the powers granted to you by some strange deity, and you get extra nimble. So Sylvia passes, Lucan passes, Eek fails, Yusuka passes. So Eek takes 21,
Oh, I'm not down.
Lucan takes 10, Yusuka takes 10, and then absorb elements for half, so you take 5.
I also take 5.
And then Sylvia takes 5.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Nice, go for it. What's the this 13?
That's really good.
DC 13. Passes.
Oh,
Does he take half then? How
Yeah.
does Hellish work?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's half. We verify real
That's
quick.
insane.
I might regret this magic item. That's fine. Half as much on success, so he takes 7. So the fireball goes off, explosion. You guys jump to the side and duck. Ikanik takes the full brunt to the face. And then Sylvia jumps up and you see her chest flare this bright red. And then this beam, these flames just shoot around Beltane and he screams out in pain. Lucan.
Alright, as my bonus action, I'm going to use my healing light on Ekin.
Thanks.
So you get 8 HP back, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast the Hexed Guard.
Oh, both miss.
And then I'm going to not stand next to my team.
You got it? And then for your army?
They will attack the militia.
Go commoners! 18 hits?
Go, come.
big roll, big roll.
No.
Oh.
I did the save!
So many ones.
The
There's so
commoners
many.
feel invigorated by the hanged ones fighting alongside him. They rush. Just can't slice through that heavy armor.
I know how
Silas.
many ones we-
Well, we will swing twice at the one in front of me.
The one on your right?
Yeah, yeah.
The first one slices hard and leaves him at an inch of his life, and the second one goes through and misses.
Bonus action swing again.
16 goes through. Ah, misses. So with your 2 misses in a row, your sides look at you. Hit him, stupid! So both of those guys are looking rough, but they're alive.
Alright, right here. That's 2.
Miss.
10.
The battle rages
Alright.
to nothing. The guard's going to retaliate against Silas. Great sword on Silas. Great sword on Silas.
This hits.
So 11 slashing as he gets his arm up and slashes it. No, you can only inspiration the players. Sylvia.
I'm gonna take a shot at the guard right in front of Silas.
Okay. Jesus, yeah. He's,
I think he's dead.
oh yeah, he gets blown to the side. Just falls.
If he didn't die there, I probably would have cried.
31.
32 damage.
Ziegler.
32.
I'm gonna take a shot at the cavalry again.
Okay. They're engaged now, so you're at regular damage or regular rolls. A 12 hits. Real tough.
Ooh, yeah.
Big roll, big roll.
Big money, big money.
Yeah.
No whammies.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Got him. Those archers are tearing apart those cavalry.
Sylvia is no longer allowed in the ghosty ones.
Yeah, those rolls are a bit high there, buddy. You need to tone it down.
Not bad.
No, but seriously,
rolled-
keep doing them. Keep doing them.
I'll try.
The Nephstrad cavalry maintain morale. So half of their forces have been whittled away, but they're still there. Yuska.
All right, bonus action. I'm going to burn 2 of my bombs onto Silas. So you heal for 9. And Yuska will thrust out his staff, and like a ball of trance energy will form and just go straight for the Burgermaster.
You got it.
Oh. Why did you go there? Here.
Oh, old person. This is not his forte. Damn!
Oh,
Damn.
I want to burn my inspiration to give him disadvantage.
It's a +1 too.
Oh.
I will. I'll move off to the side just to avoid another AE spell, but that's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
The were-rats. Can I engage the cavalry now that they're engaged with the were-rats?
Yep, yeah, you can swing at either one.
Okay. I will attack. I will have them attack the cavalry.
Sure. Hits. Toughness roll.
Eh.
Oh! The rats are fighting for the life, but
Oh.
Rat's gonna die next turn.
the Sanguis guard steps up to Silas. Bleeding out, barely alive. Great swords on Silas.
Nope.
Yes.
And warfare. The Northern Militia is going to attack the commoners. 7.
Nope.
Nice.
Next militia against the infantry.
I'm so glad because the commoners are awful.
Ooh, infantry.
Yep.
Power on infantry.
Swing and a miss.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh,
No.
No. So what is that?
So they lose 1. I got it.
Okay. Great.
And the knights against the were-rats.
We might be losing this war, friends.
That's a hit.
It is getting. I mean, the were.
That
Oh!
is a hit.
Ooh.
Once they pass the morale check, they're not dead yet.
Make a morale check.
Yeah, they might not even get to run away. They might just all be exterminated.
That's real sad. man,
Sylvia's
but
okay with that.
Virgil.
You're still there.
Oh wow.
No,
He still needs to
cavalry.
get attacked by the cavalry, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You should have more respect for
Yeah.
Sylvie.
Well, does the cavalry get to attack a second turn in a row? Don't they have, like, the recharge thing or something?
I think you're right.
Lay it on the DM there. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad Joe read the rules because I didn't.
Yeah! I looked at them earlier today, because I've never used the system before.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, you're right. They charge, so they don't attack this round.
Yeah.
The were rats are still alive.
They deserve like so much honor.
Top of the round, Eek.
Okay. This damn guard is still alive. Crazy.
I'm calling it now. By the end of the battle, the veterans are going to shoot the were-rats and just kill them off.
They might not have that chance.
He's gonna move over here. She's gonna take a shot at that guy. Moving your hunter's mark over to him.
Beltane?
No, excuse me.
Oh,
the
the
Sanguis guard
Sanguis.
is bleeding out.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait, I guess that was the original.
That is the one
Yeah,
that
it's
has
original.
Hunter's Mark.
Oh, okay. He's just still alive.
Jesus.
Okay. Can we use those attacks on the boss?
they got exploded.
Wonderful. I'm going. Oh, crap! I used my bonus action. No, that was the original guy. I used my bonus action to move my hunter's mark, and then I'm gonna do my other attack
You got it?
on Beltane.
Your burgers ain't shit, boy.
Getting attacked by a bird.
10 points of damage. Just smack and smack.
You hear a little tweak in the background.
Like he crit the shit out of both guards. What's going on? You ain't ghosty ones anymore. Ghosty crits.
Yeah, you can crit them when they're almost dead, anyways.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
22 hits.
All right, all right, all right.
Come on.
Hits.
Yes!
Nice. All right.
Guys, we're doing something.
Mad
This
Max
is
and
what
the
it feels
infantry
like.
lays waste to some of the militiamen. Beltane's up. He's going to step forward towards Silas. He's going to cast Vampiric Touch at level 4 on you. Reaches out to grab you, 19.
That's it.
He drains 12 of your life and heals up a bit himself in the process as he reaches out and grabs you. As he reaches out and grabs you and starts to heal up, you hear your scythe. An elf! Kill it! Lucan.
Alright, as my bonus, I'm going to recast or change Hex onto Beltane now that the Hex wearer is dead, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Twice.
Eldritch.
Damn.
First one's a hit.
It's a D6, right?
Yeah, D6. Dang. Okay.
Nice.
He's looking pretty rough after that first Eldritch Blast smashes into his jaw, breaking his jaw and bruising his left shoulder.
And then my commoners are just going to hit the militia again.
The worst part of this is I'm attacking the cavalry, but I have a strange feeling the Burgomeister's controlling the cavalry.
Does a 10 hit the militia?
10 misses.
That's too bad.
The commoners are trying.
But yeah, that's me.
Silas.
Well, do the action twice to swing at the Burgomeister. It's too many times. Damn it.
The first two miss. Do you want a bonus action swing?
Well, I was wondering, can I inspiration that second swing or no?
You want to crit it?
Look at that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
on the second one, you feel a little inspiration come from the gods from somewhere, and as you do, you swing at the Burgomaster, and with the crit, your scythe cuts through the head and lopping his head off, killing him.
Ooh, Oh, what? What?
He was way easier than I expected.
No!
Which means Brian's
Yeah.
gonna be
It's
way
just the
harder,
Burgomeister.
The guards were
Yeah.
tougher than him.
right?
Yeah, he's just a dude.
He was a spellcaster though, and he did throw a
Yeah.
fireball at us.
Yeah, that did hurt.
The battle rages on around you guys. So I'm gonna end, or I'll let you guys go through initiative on the war, and then we'll pause until you guys get another combat fight.
Okay.
So Silas, you guys is guards.
He wasn't controlling an army? What?
Clearly
I feel
not.
like there's that means there's at least 2 people we don't know of that we have to fight that are important.
Yeah.
There's like 3 people we don't know of.
Well, there's Ferran and the
Alright.
guard, right?
Yeah.
13.
Hits.
Ooh.
15 hits.
Yeah.
Alright.
Get that militia down.
One down from the militias. The hanged ones are fighting their own brethren. Sylvia.
I'm gonna move up to here with Silas. Switching to my short sword in case anybody comes out.
Okay.
Then my archers are gonna shoot at the cavalry.
That's a hit.
Nice.
How many crits out in a row?
A lot. Like a lot.
That's a hit too.
Yeah.
All right,
Come
the
on,
cavalry's
fail
down
the
to
morale
1.
check. Fail the morale.
Oh yeah, don't they have to morale?
Oh, they
Oh,
passed.
Oh, those
jeez.
Yeah.
they're
Pass.
fuckers.
Holding on.
I'm trying to save those were rats.
That cavalry's looking rough.
Well, yeah, but Yuska still gets to attack with the were
True. This is true.
Iska, you got a round and then combat.
I will. Yeah, I'll walk up to Silas. Oh God, why you do this? Give him a thumbs up, like nice hit.
Because
There
the
we go.
decapitated body's laying in front of you. Billion word.
So that spell back, because I'm only using 1 spell slot for that.
So heal for 6.
Let's see, that was my bonus action. Can I do like a perception check to see if I can tell if there's like any movement anywhere from where we currently are?
Sure.
Like at the front of this.
With a 14, the manor here seems strangely quiet, as everything you can see everyone is still rushing away from the manor towards the battlefield. But and you're like in the vicinity of this manor, it's almost strange, like there's no one here.
They know.
Okay. All right, I will have the were-rats attempt to finish off the cavalry.
Yeah.
They are not going down without a fight.
Hits.
Yeah! Yeah, come on!
Big money, big money.
The were-rats on last leg, the few remaining turn and leap at the injured cavalry, destroying the cavalry. The cavalry's gone.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So good!
All right, last round for the bad boys. The militias attacking the commoners. 19.
That does absolutely hit.
12 power.
That also hits.
So they lose 1. Make a morale check.
They're gonna use courageous, so they automatically succeed.
You got it. Militia against the Mad Max infantry.
Yep.
11.
Misses.
And the Sanguis Knights against the Were-Rats. 10. Miss.
Miss.
Oh, they're still alive.
Wow! Against all the odds!
So the warfare here pauses until you guys go into combat again.
Okay.
And then
So,
go
just in case this does happen, so diminishing an enemy is just doing like a damage. So you make the power attack, it succeeds. That's diminishing an enemy in it, correct?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
so it's 10 o'clock. Do you guys want to continue in here, or do you want to make this combat go to next week's game?
I mean, I feel like it's still pretty long combat. I mean, I could keep playing.
I
don't
can,
know
I can
what
go
it is.
another hour.
I still have to work tomorrow, so
Me too.
I have meetings all day.
So
unfortunately.
this is a good middle point. So
Cliffhanger.
the war is raging forward. You guys are fighting. You guys are going into the fort now, hunting for Farand. And this is like a dungeon crawl on speed. So like as you guys are running through the fort, looking around, there's not gonna be like heavy description or anything, but you guys can run through until you find more of the combat to find Farand. Farand's tough, but the war will continue next week. If you're watching in chat, hope you enjoyed it. These were the Matt Colville Warfare rules mixed with some D&D. If you like what you saw, hit the follow button. If you missed anything, this will go up on YouTube tomorrow. If you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hope you guys had a good time. We'll be back on Thursday. And you should expect to see a big subclass drop here probably tomorrow or Wednesday if you're checking us out for any content like that. Sanguis, the Vampiric Paladin's next. The Order of the Vampiric Paladin. If you want to play a Vampire Paladin. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for those inspirations. They were pretty clutch. I think 3 of you have your inspirations left.
Yeah.
Yusko, Luca,
Yeah, I
and
still
Eek.
have mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came pure utility, so I might have that for a little bit.
Hey, thanks for watching, and the Battle of Nova Vaasi continues Monday at 7. See you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Later.
I don't know about anybody else, but that was a really fun session.
That was so fun.
Warfare.
So
Reyes is still alive.
Sylvia rolled 4 natural 20s, and every turn you had a natural 20
Yeah, he's on
for the last
fire.
4 times.
I think that heart's starting to do some good work.
Yes, I told you. It was good.
I totally forgot my dice too, so thank God.
I'm so
I just-
happy you didn't
I-
tell us till just now.
I know.
Would have ruined everything.